All right, we're live. This is Two Lifeboats. That way. Yeah, that way. And I'm going to play you my interview with Sean Hannity. I didn't tell him that I got banned from YouTube, but I somehow somebody hacked in and I'm gone. And my videos appear, our videos appear everywhere. This is one.
Here's the result of the negotiations.
That's my shot. I was on the long camera that night. And anyway, enough of Joe. And I've queued up Sean. I'm going to try and get it on the camera.
That happened. Let us say, Mo the liberal from Brooklyn. This is Mo. Mo's been calling this show for years. Mo thinks I'm the most dangerous guy in America. Do you still believe that?
Sean, you get more dangerous by the day, my friend.
If I was that dangerous, then Donald Trump would have won the last election and he'd be president right now. Apparently, I'm not as all-powerful as you would suggest that I am.
Well, Sean, I picked the election on at 10:30 on election night when I saw what was happening in Arizona and Nevada, and yeah, there wasn't much anybody could do. Donald put himself on the line, and I don't know how many votes we won by, but it was at least 7 million, and
The problem is, and even you should be concerned about this, and Democrats, as long as they got the result they wanted, but when the statutory language says that partisan observers should be able to watch the vote count start to finish, and it doesn't happen, that should concern you. When a state constitution like Pennsylvania has very strict limits on mail-in voting, and then they bypass their own constitution, that should concern you. Same with Wisconsin, state law. Go ahead.
Sean, man, I was a poll watcher. I know what happens at the polls. I've been there. Voting should be much more accessible to Americans, all Americans. And
How about voter ID? Do you support voter ID?
No, I don't support voter ID because my mother wouldn't be able to vote. She's 98. She has no valid ID.
She has no valid ID, your mom. Well, we can get your mom valid ID. I promise. There's a way to do it in New York where you are that's fairly easy, even if she doesn't want a driver's license. And I'm sure you being the loving son that you are, you would help your 98-year-old wonderful mom.
I already talked to Chuck Schumer. He said he'd take care of it if we needed it. We were more concerned about her. The last time she left the country, they weren't going to let her back in because she only had her citizenship papers from 1948 with her maiden name on it.
Yeah. We got to get your poor mom up to speed with some ID. I think you can't get into a Democratic National Convention without photo ID. Did you know that? You can't get...
Sean, I work in secure places all the time. I know what the ID is. It'd be nice.
So if we want integrity and confidence in election results, we should have voter ID. We should have chain of custody, very strict, rigorous standards. I think mail-in voting, if you're going to do it, you got to have voter ID. We need real signature verification. And I think that's to protect the integrity on both sides so that people will have confidence in election results. And I think that would be a good thing for the country, don't you?
Well, I agree that election should be above and there's always been the famous story of Kennedy.
Well, Nancy Pelosi complained bitterly that 2016 was stolen. Hillary said that Trump was an illegitimate president. Stacey Abrams still hasn't conceded her race. I don't see anybody upset about them complaining.
Did you know what happened with Kennedy in West Virginia when he was running?
How about Kennedy? Yeah, how about Kennedy in Illinois? Yeah, I know all about it.
No. In West Virginia, his campaign manager sped through every small town in West Virginia and gave the sheriff $5,000 if he could get them to vote for Kennedy, and they won.
So you approve of such things? Is that what you're saying, Mo from Brooklyn?
What's that?
You approve of this?
Well, I think elections should be run fairly, and
well, you can't. How do you then? If you want them fair, Partisan observers should observe. Chain of custody should be respected. Signature verification and voter ID. It's pretty simple. It's not that rigorous a standard.
Sean, everybody knows what happens at the polls. You know, the lady who I go in and sign, I've been signing her for 30 years. I look at my signature over all the years I voted. They're all different. I scribble them.
I'm never gonna change your mind, but I'm trying. I've been trying, Mo, for years. All right, I'll give you the last word.
The last word I got to say to you, Sean, is I am so happy that you've done so well over the years since we've been talking, and I'm really proud and happy whenever I get a chance to call in and say hi to you.
You know, I can't hate Mo. For the people in this audience, Mo has been calling me for years, and we've been arguing for years, and there's something about the quality of your voice, that just the sincerity that is infuriatingly nice. All right, Mo, God bless you, my friend. God bless your mom, too, okay? Let's say hi. Let's go to Texas. Maybe we can get some reasonable viewpoints in Texas. Andrew, how are you?
I'm good, Sean. Thank you for everything you do for our country every day, man. And that previous caller just reminded me of your days with Alan Combs. It was pretty cool just to hear that.
Yeah, by the way, we're praying for our friends in Texas. I know you guys...
All right, I'm going to black. This is WMOE-TV editorial show to lifeboats. There's never enough. Ask the people on the Titanic. I'm going to black.